Hey there, Star Wars fans. Skywalker Scholar here. Are you ready to speculate about the future of Star Wars as we know it? Well, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we're going to explore the top 5 contenders who could potentially take the helm as the next president of Lucasfilm, succeeding Kathleen Kennedy. And no, before you ask or wonder, this isn't one of those clickbaity videos predicting the imminent doom of Kathy Kennedy. This is just a list of potential replacements we could see fill the role for when that day eventually comes. So get ready for a deep dive discussion as we delve into the names, backgrounds, and speculations surrounding those potential successors. Whether you're a diehard Star Wars fan or just love a good behind the scenes scoop, this is a video you do not want to miss, so let's jump right into it. Starting off the list at number 5, Kevin Feige. The president of Marvel Studios has often been suggested as a potential candidate to take over as the president of Lucasfilm someday. Feige has had some immense success in overseeing the Marvel Cinematic Universe and has demonstrated a deep understanding of storytelling, world building, and managing a vast, interconnected franchise. Not to mention, he's a big Star Wars fan. Given his track record of successful collaboration with Disney, there has been speculation out there for a while about Feige's potential involvement with Lucasfilm and the Star Wars franchise. There were even reports back in 2019 that Feige was developing a Star Wars movie. Loki and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness writer, Michael Waldron, was set to pen the script, with Feige serving as a producer. While Feige would be a highly qualified choice, he is unlikely to take the job given the success of the Marvel franchise. On top of that, there are even rumors out there floating that he is eyeing a promotion within the Walt Disney Company to move into a more senior level position with the company, overseeing all of Walt Disney Studios and its many properties. Number 4, Dave Filoni. Next up, we have a fan favorite in Dave Filoni. Widely regarded as one of the key creative forces behind the success of Star Wars over more than a decade. He has an extensive background in animation and has played a crucial role in the development and expansion of the Star Wars universe through animated series like Star Wars The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, and Star Wars The Bad Batch. Filoni is known for his deep understanding of Star Wars lore, his ability to tell compelling stories, and his passion for the franchise. Oh, and it doesn't hurt to be the apprentice of the master himself, George Lucas. Fans and critics alike have praised Filoni for his contributions to Star Wars, and his recent work on The Mandalorian, where he served as an executive producer and co-creator. His understanding of the Star Wars universe, his ability to connect with the fans, and his storytelling skills have made him a beloved figure within the Star Wars community. On top of serving as an executive producer on many projects, Filoni was promoted a couple years ago to executive creative director of Lucasfilm, giving him more oversight and responsibility at the company. He is also serving as showrunner, writer, and director of the upcoming Disney Plus series Ahsoka. And it was announced at Star Wars Celebration back in April that he will be directing a live-action Star Wars movie. However, there are some who believe that Filoni is not ready to take on the role of president of Lucasfilm. They argue that he lacks the experience and the business acumen necessary to lead the company and manage the many responsibilities that come with being president of a major studio. It remains to be seen if Filoni would have any interest in the position, or if he would rather just stick to the creative side. Either way, Filoni would likely be a very popular choice among the fan base. Number 3, Carrie Beck. A prominent figure within Lucasfilm, Beck has been involved in various capacities in the Star Wars franchise for over a decade. She serves as Executive Vice President of Live Action Development and Production at Lucasfilm, overseeing the development and production of animated series such as Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Resistance, Tales of the Jedi, and Star Wars The Bad Batch. Beck also is set to serve as an executive producer for the upcoming Disney Plus series Ahsoka. Additionally, she is a co-executive producer on the upcoming show Skeleton Crew and the Emmy Award-winning shows The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett. Beck has been praised for her contributions to the Star Wars universe and her work in expanding the franchise through different storytelling mediums. She has been involved in collaborating with creators, overseeing production, and ensuring the quality and integrity of the Star Wars brand. She was integral in the creative development of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, collaborating with the Walt Disney Imagineering through the opening of the new lands in 2019. Carrie Beck certainly has a vast amount of experience with the company and would likely do a great job as president. However, it should be noted that she does not have any credited involvement on the movie side of the company, which is a huge aspect of Lucasfilm. Thus, she could be seen as a bit of a risk. Number 2. Jon Favreau. Another fan favorite to make the list. The highly respected writer, filmmaker, actor, and producer has made significant contributions to the Star Wars franchise. He is known for his work as the showrunner, writer, and executive producer of the hit series The Mandalorian, which had a lot riding on it when it came out, as it served as the first live-action Star Wars show and the main draw to Disney Plus when it launched in November of 2019. The show has been widely praised for its storytelling, character development, and visual effects. Favreau's success with The Mandalorian has garnered him a strong reputation within the Star Wars community. He has demonstrated a deep understanding of the franchise and its fan base. His work on the show has been credited with revitalizing interest in the Star Wars universe and setting up a new standard for Star Wars storytelling in the television format. It should be noted that Favreau also has a long-standing relationship with current Disney CEO Bob Iger. Favreau's collaborations with Disney date back to his directorial work on the highly successful Iron Man film, which launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He has also directed other Disney films such as The Jungle Book and The Lion King, which each grossed over $1 billion for the company. Much like George Lucas, Favreau also has a deep understanding and fascination with technology. The volume set of The Mandalorian has helped revolutionize filmmaking, as his main push towards deepfake technology has as well, as seen with Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. It should be noted that Favreau is not a Lucasfilm employee, and may have no interest in the position, as it would likely mean that he could no longer work on other passion projects of his, such as The Chef Show on Netflix, Prehistoric Planet for Apple, or other projects for Disney or Marvel Studios. At the end of the day, taking on a leadership position like the President of Lucasfilm involves a significant amount of administrative and managerial responsibilities, which would limit his time and energy for his creative pursuits. Favreau might simply prefer to maintain a more hands-on role as a creative collaborator rather than taking on a predominantly administrative or executive position with the company. Either way, I hope to see Jon Favreau continue to make awesome Star Wars for a long time. Before I get to the number 1 most likely choice to replace Kathleen Kennedy, here are some honorable mentions for fun. Dana Walden. So this is a dark horse that many of you might not be familiar with. Dana Walden is a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, serving as co-chairman of Disney Entertainment. Walden oversees Disney's full portfolio of entertainment, media, news, and content businesses globally, including Disney's streaming business. She has extensive experience in television production and distribution, having worked on successful shows across various networks. She is highly respected in her field and is seen as a rising star within the company. While Walden's background and expertise may make her a potential candidate for a high-level position within the Walt Disney Company someday, it is unlikely that she'd be chosen for the role at Lucasfilm, and maybe that's for the best considering she has no real connection to Star Wars. Michelle Rejwan. Rejwan was long seen as the heir apparent to Kathleen Kennedy, serving as a producer on several Star Wars films and television series. She was the vice president of production for Lucasfilm until parting ways with the company last year. Currently, Rejwan serves as the president of production at Apple Studios. It seems unlikely that she'd return to Lucasfilm after apparently not leaving on the best of terms, but hey, you never know. After all, somehow, Palpatine returned. George Lucas. Okay, you knew this one was coming. The man who started it all and who the company is named after. Lucas sold his company to Disney in 2012 and handpicked Kennedy as his successor as the company's president. This one's fun to think about, but there's no chance George Lucas is returning to Star Wars despite what internet rumors say all the time. So let's just move on to someone who might actually replace Kathleen Kennedy as president of Lucasfilm. Coming in at number 1, Lin-Win Brennan. Topping our list is current Executive Vice President and General Manager Lin-Win Brennan. A seasoned executive at Lucasfilm, she's held several important roles within the company since joining Lucasfilm all the way back in 1999. She currently is the number 2 at Lucasfilm and is in charge of operations, strategy, and production management for the company's various projects. Brennan oversees all businesses, including Lucasfilm, Industrial Light and Magic, and Skywalker Sound. She is responsible for the development and execution of Lucasfilm's business strategy and implementation of the company's vision. Lin-Win oversees the Lucasfilm franchise groups, including marketing and integrated planning, games, and publishing and consumer products, publicity, asset management, and content strategy as well. She also looks after Lucasfilm studio operations, including human resources, finance, and legal. Given her long-standing tenure and her contributions to the company, and her positioning as second in command at Lucasfilm, all this suggests that she could be a strong internal candidate for such a position, with the business and managerial acumen to handle the role as well. However, there are some who believe that Lucasfilm needs to move in a different direction and go with someone with more creative experience who won't just continue with the status quo. Either way, I just hope that Disney makes the right hire and chooses someone who will grow the Star Wars brand and move it in the right direction. Again, this is not a list of people that I think should be the next president of Lucasfilm, but rather a list of people who I think might actually be. But what do you think, Star Wars fans? Who do you think Disney should pick to succeed Kathleen Kennedy? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter @SkyGuyScholar. Thanks, and have a great day.